Hey, what's up? It's Fuel Your Life Friday. Let's go. Let me start off by asking you a few questions. Do you believe in magic? What about the synchronicities of the universe? I'm sure many believe in coincidences. I, however, over the past 6 years and through my hundreds of conversations with spirituals and thought leaders, have dropped my belief in coincidence and feel that these instances are more divine and with a deeper reason or message. Last year, on September 14th, I had a reading with a medium. The next day after that, on September 15th, I couldn't focus or work or really do anything. For some reason, my brain immediately thought of this movie that I had seen a preview for way back in February of 2020, pre-COVID. I remember when I saw the preview, I sent it to my friend and told her that we should go see this in theater, except it never made it to theater. So now on this mission to find this movie, I pull up Amazon Prime and boom, there it was for rent. The Secret, Dare to Dream. I watched this movie with intent, as it felt as if I was called to watch it with some reason. I'm not even sure what that reason was. This movie is not to be confused with the original movie, The Secret, which is more based off of the book, and it brings in a team of experts. That one is more documentary-like. The Secret, Dare to Dream is based off the concept of the book, which is Law of Attraction and Manifesting, and the original movie, but it's more of a Hallmark type of movie. It stars Katie Holmes and Josh Lucas, the dreamy guy from Sweet Home, Alabama. Anyways, fast forward a year to September 2021, and I'm having a day. My thoughts are scattered, my energy is low. I decide to pull out my journals and catch up on some writing, but to also go through my journals and just reflect on the ways that I've grown. I, at the same time, am flipping through Netflix for a background movie. I do this often, just have to have background sound. I find nothing on Hulu, nothing on Netflix. It's just nothing. So I switched to Amazon Prime, and there it is. The first recommendation, The Secret, Dare to Dream. I had a goosebumps moment for a second, very deja vu-like. I continued to press play on the movie, which I should note is now free and included with Amazon Prime. And then I cracked open my journals. Before writing, I flipped through my previous writings and I wanted to see what exactly I was writing about and going through in September of 2020, just 1 year before. And that's when I found it. My journal entry on September 15th. My entry about watching The Secret. Those goosebumps then engulfed me again, and when I looked down at my phone to check the date, I realized it's September 15th. How is it possible that I'm watching the same exact movie on the same date 1 year apart? I could have called it coincidence, but it felt bigger than that. I sat my journals aside and for the second time intently watched the movie, picking up on little things that I had actually missed the first time. I couldn't help but to wonder why I was being pulled back to this movie. Was it to lean more into the law of attraction and manifesting? Was it to get myself out of my negative thoughts and to focus more on what I desire versus what I no longer want in my life? I'm still unsure of the exact reason, but the very next day, I receive an email from a personal assistant who was pitching their client to be on the podcast. Their hook, this guest is best known for their feature appearance as an expert within the movie The Secret, the original one. What the heck? I know the movies differ as one is more documentary style than an actual storytelling drama, but they both draw upon the book The Secret. This Monday, I'm having a conversation with Bob Doyle, Law of Attraction teacher and the featured expert teacher in The Secret movie. I can't wait to see what transpires from our conversations. And like all podcast guests, I know I'll walk away with an abundant amount of information, but this conversation feels divinely aligned and with reason. And for that, I'm even more stoked. But I'm curious to know, what odd or magical things have happened to you recently? Share your stories with me on Instagram or Facebook at MindBizLife. You know I love getting to know you better. If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with a friend and be sure to give the podcast a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever it is that you tune in and turn it up. I'm back on Wednesday for another life mastery conversation. But until then, remember, every level of life is an opportunity to grow. Be well, my friend.